Now I'm a little confused. Why then, when you first of all came in, why then didn't you claim victory? You said all the other parties are saying they won, but you are not claiming that. You're simply saying release the results.
Authentic results.
That's what you're saying.
Let me watch
something so we can know who is truly popular. But the thing is, you were not claiming victory. Before we knew what was happening, just a moment, okay, sir, in another paragraph, you then said that you're claiming that you indeed won that election.
Based on what?
Based on the figures that you have.
Based on what?
Isn't that what you say?
On the authentic and actual votes that took place in areas there were elections.
Which nobody knows.
And because which nobody knows, I will not take responsibility for that.
The only place that you have said that elections did not hold is Ward 3. And that's the only place you have been able to state categorically that elections did not hold.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? If we are getting ourselves right without being biased, we started, I told you that the elections are to be held in about 52 wards, out of 184 wards. Are you getting me? The elections are to be held in over 290 something units. And that these ones are just the ones that came up newly because in the first instance, let's take it this way, 3 local governments were said to have been cancelled.
All right. So in this regard, I need to jump in.
Okay.
Quickly, we need to link up with the call. What did you say, or what are you going to say about the candidates who wants to be declared winner based on results released so far?
About the candidates?
The PDP candidates.
You're about to what I have to say is that INEC should do things right.
But now that supplementary elections will hold this weekend,
yeah,
will you participate, your party?
We're taking a position today because we have asked INEC for some conditions to be met. One of the conditions we told INEC is that we requested for a stakeholders meeting for us to iron out the areas the defective areas of their performance. We requested for a stakeholder meeting that involved the INEC and the security agencies. We also requested for INEC to assure us that what happened in the past will not happen again. We also requested for INEC to give us the authentic results that emanated from the field.
You don't
and
have,
we also requested the INEC to tell us what came from the card readers, what figure
do you have
actually came out from the card readers.
Is it that you don't have the authentic figures?
We cannot, I mean, we are telling you what we said. You've been asking me to announce the result. I told you it is not my duty to announce INEC results.
I'm not asking you to announce results.
What do you think you scored, your party? You must have a figure, and everyone has been telling the world what they collated from their agents. You have agents from around the polling units.
Yes.
And you say that they have been able to put everything together. And I'm saying that an election that held on the 11th of April, by now you should have a figure.
We have our figure.
In what range?
Our figure is in the range, not what they are saying, because the authentic vote cast in Abia was below 250,000. Those that went through the card reader. I hope you're getting me. And because we are very technical about what we are doing, I don't want to push something. At the end of the day, they will build on it because we have already concluded our investigation.
You can't push something you don't have.
Would it be okay to say you don't have a figure?
We do.
Because if you do have a figure, then it will be the easiest thing for you to say, we have 500, 1 million, and people can now, marry that with what is already on the ground. But as it is now, the APC in Abia State has not been able to give.
Can I give you what is happening? Like right now, INEC is giving the PDP 240-something thousand and above.
Given?
It's, yes.
Okay.
And giving the Abga about 150-something thousand votes. And they are saying APC scored about 10,000 votes. When we have not less than 3 local governments, where we had over 10,000 votes. Where we have, like Robinga, we have about 10,000 something. So let me tell you, We are not trying to run into the same muddy water with them. Like in Ipuano, even some figures that we have, they were not included in their result. So already what we are telling the world is that we are going to publish unit to unit, local government by local government, word to word.
You will publish that?
Yes.
When?
In due course.
Okay, so just wondering though, because you said there were 2 elections as they were.
The House of Assembly.
Exactly. Did you make any seats?
That's
in
what
the
I'm
House
saying.
of Assembly?
Listen, even as they are telling you this area is cancelled, if we are voting in the same unit, is it not the same unit? Why didn't the House of Assembly elections be cancelled in those areas?
All right. When we've been able to get Mr. John Wangwerugu back. He's a former Commissioner for Information in Abia State. Morning, and thank you for joining us today. I don't know if you caught some part of what has been said by Mr. Wangba. The elections, the supplementary elections in Abia State will hold today. But he has said categorically that those elections, if I could use the word sham, does it describe what you're saying? Okay, that's what he says, that they were sham, they didn't hold, they don't consider them elections. What's your perspective on the matter?
Well, after every electoral process in every society, you are bound to witnessing some kind of complaints, protests, and that is normal. But then, the fact is that there is a statutory body responsible for the conduct of elections in this country and in various parts of the country. That body is INEC. It did conduct the election on the 11th of April 2015 to the office of governor. And with due respect to Abia State, that election was conducted. It actually held and results collected and announced. So I hold, for all intents and purposes, that the election did hold, and that the results as announced by the appropriate body, the INEC, which conducted the election, were, to the best of our knowledge, in accordance with the express will of the people. So I hold that the elections actually did hold. But like I said, it is normal, it is expected that there will be complaints, there will be protests. There has never been at any time in this country that elections are held without complaints here and there. It's a normal thing.
But Mr. Wangba also says that their candidates, based on the figure that they have, although you just mentioned that, they won that elections.
Okay. You see, everybody has a right to hold any opinion. And in an electoral process, like I have said, people will make claims and counterclaims. But then, it is not the opinion that individuals or particular political parties hold that necessarily matter. It is what the appropriate body charged with the responsibility of conducting elections and determining outcomes thereof, holds as to what the outcome is. So here, INEC has announced results so far, despite the fact that there's going to be what they call supplementary election, which some of us are strongly questioning the rationale for that. But then he held that the election, came up with results, announced it, and gave various figures as scored by the various parties that participated in that election. So now they have about that, and according to the figures, the scores made by the various political parties, it is also that body, on the basis of what has been announced, that will tell you this is the party that has won the election and not necessarily what the party claims. So what you think you have scored will be one thing, but what the official body responsible for the conduct of the election says you score will of course prevail, except if maybe the appropriate legal body, maybe the tribunal, you are able to establish that what you are claiming is the right thing, and the world can now bend to that. But for now, the figures standing before the public shows that PDP won that election having scored a total of 248,459, and then followed by the Abia, and so on. So that is the way it is. So I think that unless somebody is able to prove at a tribunal, if that becomes necessary, that it is the other way around, what has so far been announced stands as the outcome of that election. That area is not even where the contention is. The contention is in the area of why couldn't INEC announce the legitimate winner of the election on the basis of the results already announced by INEC. He said, why couldn't the INEC declare the winner? Because that is the only snag going.
We'll come to that, John. We'll come to that, but just give us a moment. We'll let you just get concluding comments from Mr. Wankwa. We haven't heard his submissions there. He's talked about those, his party winning, Abga second. You didn't rank.
I didn't.
From what he says there.
How will I react when he's speaking? I need to listen to him.
So what do you think?
Well, the question is, I've made my point clear. Let me tell you, there's even something he said there that's interesting. The same INEC upheld the assembly elections. This based on these areas that were also affected. The same INEC went ahead to announce this. So you cannot see from what I'm telling you that INEC is speaking from two sides of the mouth and it's causing a lot of contradictions in the state. You now came to say this one is inconclusive, while you have upheld other things that came from that place, because they know that many things they did are actionable.
All right, just before I wrap up, I mean, you said you went to your situation room at a time.
Yeah.
What figures were you working on in the situation room?
How?
The figures of the results that you had.
No, but as at the period you go to situation room is to monitor the various
there were no results so far.
What you get are reports, because you cannot have results when something, and it was at the situation room that we found out that the same thing happening in some area, in my area, where the things happening in other areas. So are you getting me? The situation room is monitoring and relating with your agents to know the situation in all the 2,676 units.
Okay, so if INEC don't fulfill, or if they fulfill the conditions that your party has put forward, you will participate?
Yes, definitely.
In this election?
Yes, so that at least from that figure and what we have, we now know that the result will speak for itself.
So, at the end of the day,
yes,
when they announce the result, your party will accept the result?
I can tell you that.
I'm asking.
Because if INEC fulfills a condition and we are going into the supplementary, so-called supplementary election, and we also prove to the world who actually won the previous election, then collectively now we can now start agitating.
If you participate in these supplementary elections this weekend,
yes, and
then the results are announced by the commission,
yes,
will your party accept it?
Will my party accept it? My party believes in, we are sportsmen. As sportsmen, if the elections are conducted, if they conduct this supplementary free and fair, what has happened to the past drama they did?
So would you accept it?
I cannot say that, because this is a party. You ask me as an individual. As a party, we sit down.
Are you the party chairman?
Yes, listen to what I mean. A party chairman is not a sole administrator of a party, because we have complaints that arose from the figures already published. I hope you're getting me. Let us just be very, very
so this supplementary elections does not solve the problem.
Does not solve the problem, because there are inherent issues that are the remote and immediate. So how will you now tell me you are accepting a supplementary, you are now rejecting what has the legitimate? But we're trying to understand.
But it looks as if what you're trying to do is you participate. If you win, you accept. If you lose, you won't accept.
No. Listen, the figures at stake is about 170-something thousand votes. Already somebody has been allocated 240 something. Somebody has been allocated 150-something thousand votes. I hope you're getting what I'm saying.
What did that go? Huh? I mean, sorry, your party. What did
yes, that's what I'm telling you, that my party, they wrote 10,000. Well, even we have 3 local government where we even have over 10,000 scored from those areas so far.
10,000?
Yes, that is the drama, the soul of the whole thing.
All right, Mr. Donatus Wankwa is the chairman of the APC in Abia State. Thank you very much for coming on this morning.
It's my pleasure.
We'll be back in just a moment. We'll get Mr. John back in a minute. Join us again.